All right, welcome. We're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm going to fly today using Beyond ATC, also OnAir company, um, and just enjoy the ride. We're learning something new every day. I certainly make mistakes. The game certainly has glitches, but it is fun every single time. I used to have a different channel on YouTube, but I'm moving back to my Bullet Tacos channel, which I've had that gamer tag for years and years. Filmed a few different games, so I'm just going to start filming my Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff on Bullet Tacos. Right now, so we're loaded into the Bruges airport in Belgium, and the reason I went in there was because OnAir has some bonuses, and the way to see that is just come into the operational map. And you can come over and just see which airports have bonuses, and EBOS does for freelance routes. So just load it in there, and we're going to see which jobs we can get from here. I used to have some AI pilots and some planes, but I just got rid of them all. I just have 4 FBOs that I keep refueled, and I kind of just build cash on my own flying around. But let's get some credits for this. Right now we're going to go dashboard. And it's going to sense the plane that I have in the simulator. It's going to detect it. See what we can get for medical missions out of Bruges. They usually pay a little bit more. And they're not super far. I'm just making sure we're going to a fairly good-sized airport, and it's not too far. Cranfield, where's this one going? Ah, flying over the channel. 140 nautical miles. What else do we have? Charles de Gaulle. That's a big guy. That's in Paris. Let's check cargoes. Narrow this down to one-way trip, and I'm going to make sure it's not very far. 47 for 2,500. I mean, kind of the same pay as the medical, so we might as well just take that. Cranfield size 2. Yeah, let's check it out. Fly over the channel. Okay. Got it loaded in, so let's fly now. Go to sim brief. I just want to mention, I learned this the other day on another video, that if you want to be called something cool in Beyond ATC, you can put in the ICAO code. So today I'm flying the Vision Jet that's black, so I want to be Night Rider, so I'm going to put in MMH into sim brief. And we'll just do Night Rider 1. It looks like we have a interesting track there. I'm not sure why we have to jog like that, but maybe there's some other options. Not really. We'll just have to go with that one. Generate the flight. So Beyond ATC uses SimBrief flight plan to basically do its thing. So let's fire up Beyond ATC now. It'll start injecting traffic as well, and we'll hear other folks on the radio, other planes. It's cool to fly around with other planes and hear them over the radio.
Beyond ATC connected.
Make sure there's no issues with this. I turned off the UI sound, so we're not going to hear a beep whenever I press the radio to talk. But we do have auto-tune radio. Night Rider 1, sweet. Worked. Okay. So we're going to import that flight plan. Validate the fuel and payload. I'm on live weather, but I turned back the time to about, I think it was like 2 o'clock. Something like that. Just so we can see. Headed to Cranfield. Okay, now I think we're pretty much done with this. Let's close that. I'm going to go ahead and hit start tracking. We should see the plane kind of bounce. There we go, a little bit. Just adds fuel and the payload into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alright, we are being tracked, so we can minimize that. Beyond ATC, we don't have to go into right now, so I removed the chocks, engine covers, pitot covers already. Got the door open, we're ready to rock and roll. So you can just click on the door, it'll let you in the plane. We've got a couple of other things to remove. The parachute, emergency exit stuff. Oh, let's see here. Let's look at that and make sure I'm on idle. Got a full range. Good. Let's get the batteries on strobe and landing. Let's crank this up so we can see. They just fixed that in the game, which was nice in this last update. And then we're going to go to run, hit start.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
So we'll wait for our GPS to load up our nav information. Things are coming up in the green. Oil pressure, oil temperature, your gases, your ITT. Batteries are being drained right now, so we can, I'm always hitting that button. We can go ahead and turn on the generators now. Let's get the oxygen on and get the bleed on as well. We're not going to turn probe heat on until we take off. Or any ice. If we see signs of ice, we'll turn that on en route. I also am going to do 50% on the flaps for takeoff. Landing gear 3 greens means they're all down. Looks like we've already got pitch trim 6 degrees up for takeoff. I'm also going to let's go ahead and initialize the fuel. So we have 140 gallons for our trip today. That's confirmed. Let's go to home, get map settings, and we are gonna go. Ooh, I don't need map settings. I just need full screen. Let's clear that. Now, this is the important part. One important part is this takeoff button doesn't work on the Vision Jet. It's kind of up here. It's kind of hidden. So when I click that, now we have takeoff. I didn't know that for the longest time. We are in hectopascals, which is what we need in Europe. And let's just load it via the actual plane here. Refresh the list. Alright, cool. Looks like we have a flight plan. Looking pretty good. Just make sure there's no discontinuities. Got some airways. We got our destination, Cranfield. That looks good. Let's go home and see what our departure is. Looks like we're departing runway 8. The SAS66 Sierra and the Sasky transition. So we'll listen for that when we call for clearance. So let's go and get the ATIS from Beyond ATC.
Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information India. Ostend Airport information India. 1333 Zulu. Wind 070 at 10. Visibility 10 miles or more. Scattered at 2,800. Temperature 03. Dew point -03. QNH1017. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 08. Transition level 050. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information India.
Okay, so we've got that. We need to set our QNHs 1017. Transition level we need to keep in mind is 5,000 feet. Wind is 070 at 10. Pretty nice day. 10 nautical miles of visibility with information India. So let's call ground here. I've never used Night Rider, so this will be fun. Bruges Ground, Night Rider 1 with information India. Request IFR to Cranfield. Gotta get ready to write this stuff down.
Night Rider 1, Western Ground, thanks for India. Expect runway 08 Saski 6 air departure with the Saski transition, initial climb to flight level 060. Squawk 4005.
Ground, expect runway 08. The SAS 6 Sierra departure with the Saski transition, initial climb to flight level 060, squawk 4005, Night Rider 1.
Night Rider 1, read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
Wilco, Night Rider 1. Okay, looks like our departure is in there correctly. Everything is looking pretty good. I'm not sure if we're going to have a map yet. We are at ramp 40. 08 is over here, so we pretty much know we're going to be taxiing down and kind of along here. I need to set initial altitude. Looks like we're going to fly nav. And then initial altitude is going to be 6,000. Transition level 5,000. And we can go to standard barrow at that time. I'm also just going to bug the heading in case they give us vectors for any reason. I'll do that at the on the runway as well, just so it lines up with the runway. We need to squawk 4005. Oops. Wrong button. 4005. Enter. Need to make sure we're tuned into ground because I just messed with it. Frequency does not exist. There we go. Hosting ground. Night Rider 1 ready for taxi.
Night Rider 1, runway 08 taxi via Echo 2, Kilo 6, Kilo 7, Kilo 8 Foxtrot.
Really? That's a lot. I'm gonna use my co-pilot for that.
Runway 08 taxi via Echo 2.
But now
Kilo
that they've
6,
given it to me,
Kilo 7, Kilo 8, Foxtrot, Night Rider 1.
we can see it here, which is pretty awesome. So if we want to follow that, let's just minimize this. And what we're gonna do, let's see, we're on FMS auto throttle. Just make sure our takeoff is still there. And we're on takeoff with auto throttle and FMS. That feels pretty good. Let's just start off with heading. And then flight level change at 6,000 when we turn the autopilot on. Actually, we'll start off with nav. Because they did have us actually do a departure. Okay, let's go full screen. I'm going to take off parking brake. Let's test our brakes. Brakes test good. Rudder's looking good. Ailerons and elevators looking good as well. That little beep is just OnAir saying that it's tracking me now. So when I go takeoff power, does it remove those other things? It does. It removes the things from my autopilot. That's fine. Where'd my Beyond ATC go? Not a very hard taxi. I just want to make sure we're getting on the right one. That looks pretty good. Kind of hard to read airport signs in this game sometimes. Sometimes they're wrong, so you just got to follow the map. Bruges is nice and green right now. Double checking the windsock. We are going to be taking off into the wind. So that checks. Almost there. Didn't load any other airplanes in. I was kind of bummed here. I like hearing other planes talking.
Night Rider 1, contact Western Tower 118.18. Have a good day.
Over to tower 118.18. Have a good day. Set the parking brake. Austin Tower, Night Rider 1, holding short 08, ready for departure.
Night Rider 1, Western Tower, wind 070 at 10 at runway 08, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08, cleared for takeoff, Night Rider 1. Parking brake's coming off, let's get probe heat on. I'm going to sync the heading as well when we get there. Let's take off the emergency battery so it doesn't ding at us. Try to use the entire runway. As much of the runway as we can. Alright, we're stopped. And let's go ahead and get a little bit more straight. Like that. Sync the heading bug. Still on takeoff power. Holding the brakes, let's spool up. Make sure things are in the stay in the green. Looking good. Letting off the brakes, heels the floor. Airspeed is alive. We're going to rotate about 80 knots. Rotate.
Airborne time logged.
Positive rate of climb, gears coming up. And about 120 will bring the flaps up. $120 flaps coming up. And let's go flight level change and nav and turn on our autopilot. It's going to climb us at 165. Just make sure auto throttle is on, and we are on the FMS. That looks good. Take a look at
Night Rider
Bruges.
1, contact Western departure 120.6.
Contact Ostend departure 120.6, Night Rider 1.
Night Rider 1, Houston, departure 2500, climbing 6000.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
Night Rider 1.
Night Rider 1, OS 10 departure identified, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, Night Rider 1. Let's zoom in on the map and see where we're at. Let's go ahead and put in 100. And we're almost at transition altitude. So that should continue climbing us. Once we hit 5,000, we'll go ahead and set standard barometric pressure. Never been to Bruges, Belgium. I've always wanted to. Heard it's absolutely beautiful. And 5,000, we can go standard. Not sure what that beeping is. Never heard that before. Don't have any warnings or anything. Something, probably just something to do with our track. We're on an intercept course for Saski. Just make sure our track is coming in and we connect back onto it with our nav mode. This line is kind of an indication where I will be in 10 minutes. This arc is where I will be when I reach my my altitude selection.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0.
Over to Control 125.0. Night Rider 1. I think I was wrong. They'll tell me. Oh, I was not wrong. They didn't get back to me. See if we have any ice indications. Windshield's looking pretty good. Brussels Control, Night Rider 1, climbing 100, 10,000 on the Saski 1 departure.
Night Rider 1, Brussels Control, radar contact. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Night Rider 1. So as you can see, as I raise my altitude, the arc got way out there on the screen. Not sure why I said Saski 1, just the Saski. They're being really nice today. They're not correcting me. Belgians are very nice people. Well, for now, I'm just gonna lay back and enjoy it, and probably not gonna talk a lot, just to enjoy the view. Reply to ATC as needed, and catch up with you on the other side when we reach our top of descent. I'm going to try requesting direct barkway, just to cut off all these points here that we don't need, but we'll see if they let us do it.
Knight Rider 1, request direct to fix.
Knight Rider 1, roger. Say fix name.
It's not even an option. Let's just go direct Lam.
Request direct to Lambourne, Knight Rider 1.
Knight Rider 1, confirm direct to Lambourne.
Affirmative, Knight Rider 1.
Knight Rider 1, roger. Clear direct to Lambourne.
Cleared direct to Lambourne, Knight Rider 1.
Cool, so that should take off quite a bit of our trips. We're going to go to Lam, go direct to, activate that. How did I pull up a checklist? I don't want checklist, I want map. Not sure how I pulled up a checklist on the other screen. Really sure how to get that off there.
Brussels Control, Orange 3 Bravo November. Good day. Flight level 330. Orange 3 Bravo November. Brussels Control, identified.
Alright, I like it. We're almost to our cruise altitude. I'm just kind of warning us there. We're direct Lam. Looks like we cut off quite a bit of time off our flight. And I got the checklist off the screen. So, it's a win. So we're in cruise now. We're going to speed up according to the FMS speed. We're on auto throttle. It's a wind check. We've got a 22 knot crosswind from the right. So you can see our plane is crabbing just a tad to fly keep to the right of the track. So the wind is going to blow us back into it. All right, let's just sit back and relax.
Brussels Control, Transavia 31 Alpha. Good day, flight level 360.
Transavia 31 Alpha, Brussels Control, radar contact. Knight Rider 1, you're off course. Clear direct summum. Resume all navigation.
Roger. Cleared direct summum. Resume own navigation. Knight Rider 1.
Looks like they gave me a fix that is not on my flight plan.
Knight Rider 1, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
119.195. That's wrong. Why did they give me a
Negative,
fix?
Amsterdam radar on 119.175.
119.175, Knight Rider 1.
Negative, Amsterdam radar on 119.175.
Let's try to find Summum.
Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175. Knight Rider 1.
We'll see what that looks like. Summum, Netherlands. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that in there. I don't know why it said we're off course.
Amsterdam radar. Knight Rider 1. Flight level 180.
Knight Rider 1, Amsterdam radar, identified. Knight Rider 1, contact London Control 118.475. Have a good day.
Center on 118.475. Knight Rider 1.
London Center, Knight Rider 1, flight level 180, direct Lima Alpha Mike.
Knight Rider 1, London Control, radar contact.
I just wanted to throw that direct fix in there just to see if they had any issues with that. quick flight over the channel. We can see England already. Nice English countryside. We don't got to worry about any mountains to hit. I'm just going to pull up Navigraph, learn a bit more about our destination. They have not given us arrival yet, or an approach. That is the wrong flight. There we go. We've just got one runway, 0321, elevation 400. Just rounding up a little bit. Good to know. So if we land 2-1, we're exiting to the right, vice versa on 3. I'm going to test the language model of Beyond ATC a little bit. See what they say. London Control, Knight Rider 1, what arrival can we expect at our destination?
London Control, Knight Rider 1, contact approach for arrival clearance at Cranfield.
London Control, Knight Rider 1, what is the weather at our destination?
London Control, Knight Rider 1, weather at Cranfield is wind 060 at 10 knots, visibility 10 plus miles, temperature 06 degrees, QNH 1014.
Thank you, Knight Rider 1. So I just got the pre-QNH 1014, 060 wind. So we can most likely expect that 03 runway. Is that what it was? Yeah, most likely expect coming in on 03. For now.
Knight Rider 1, London Control, expect radar vectors, RNAV runway 03.
Expect radar vectors for the RNAV runway 03, Knight Rider 1. Cool. That is what we wanted. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to select the approach. We've got Cranfield. We're going to do RNAV, runway 03. And we'll go ahead and let's see if we can do see if we can preview these. That one looks like it's on the other side. Let's preview this one. That one looks a little better. Let's go ahead and throw that one in there. Load that. So now I've got to remove this waypoint, because that is there. We don't want to fly to the airport and then fly to on our approach. Got some constraints, got some speed constraints. That looks great. We've got a top of descent now, so we can go ahead and throw in VNAV. And then looks like our final approach fix is going to be, we have to be 2,500 or above. So we'll go ahead and give it permission to go down to 2,500 with VNAV. All the way down, 2,500. So we have that in permissions. Be okay there. These are looking okay. Another thing I learned is you can click this and actually use the cursor on the screen to move it around. I never knew how to do that. Just saw a video the other day showing what we need to see. So let's learn a little bit more about our approach. Lights, and I need to put this in here. Approach RNAV 03 with the Dottie. Looking good. Now we can look at the chart. Missed approach information. Got Dottie here. Final approach fix looks like TC03 Foxtrot. Which is here. 2,500 to pick up the approach, and then looks like minimum is going to be 690. And do we have a transition level?
Knight Rider 1, radar vectors, RNAV runway 03. Report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, RNAV runway 03. Call when ready, Knight Rider 1.
Okay, transition levels by ATC, transition altitude 6,000. So we got to keep that in mind. Looks like we're going to do okay. So they're going to vector us, so for right now, just keep it in nav and VNAV. And then let's zoom in and see when we are ready for descent. So top of descent is just after LAM, so we'll wait. I always have my not autopilot, I always have my co-pilot reply to that one, because whenever I say like acknowledged or something, when they say report ready for descent, they think I'm ready for descent. So by having your co-pilot acknowledge that one seems to not
Knight Rider 1, turn right, heading 330, descend to flight level 150, Cranfield landing runway 03.
Turn right, heading 330, descend to flight level 150, Cranfield landing runway 03, Knight Rider 1.
We're going to turn right 330.
Knight Rider 1, turn left, heading 275 vectors for the approach.
Okay.
Turn left, heading 275, Knight Rider 1.
So I just had to sync the bug there, it just got a little nuts.
Knight Rider 1, turn left, heading 270.
Turn left, heading 270, Knight Rider 1.
270, and they want us at 15,000. I'm just going to go ahead and put that here. We'll do vertical speed, and our ground speed is 300, so we've got to get down pretty quickly, about 1,500 feet a minute. go vertical speed, and we're gonna go the other way. Now we can see our arc. So we'll be at 15,000 feet about there. Probably just going to have us pretty much vector us past this EKY just over here, which is fine. Also saving us time.
Night Rider 1, turn right, heading 290.
Turn right, heading 290, Night Rider 1. We're just using our heading mode. 290.
Night Rider 1, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH1014.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH1014, Night Rider 1. Bringing that down, 5,000. Transition level was 6, so we need to make sure to get an altitude in. When we pass that, remember on our chart, we need to do the minimums for something like 671 for minimums on the RNAV.
Night Rider 1, contact Cranfield approach 122.855.
Contact Cranfield approach 122.855, Night Rider 1. Cranfield, Night Rider 1, good day, flight level 145 with information alpha.
Night Rider 1, Cranfield approach. QNH101 for expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 03.
QNH101 for expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 03, Night Rider 1.
So I like the arc will be 5,000 here. Just wanted to go direct to that initial approach fix now. Get rid of this BKY just to get it off the map. Need to be at 3,000 to intercept that RNAV. Still on heading mode. Trying to listen to their vectors. We could do a new RNAV profile and follow the approach here, but I need to get used to just getting vectors from ATC and then getting information that way. Cool thing is we're just above the vertical path anyway. We're going to be under 3,500 when we reach Dotty. Got it. Got it. Just gonna swap over right now to QNH 1014. When we get to our final approach fix, I want to be, we need to be over 210. They want us over 210. Or at 210. Okay. There's two lines. There's one over it, one under it. So they want us at 210. So I'll just let the autopilot and FMS do its thing.
Night Rider 1, turn right, heading tree 20.
Turn right, heading tree 20.
Negative, turn right, heading tree 20.
Turn right, heading 320. Night Rider 1. Looks like they're going to be vectoring us for the final approach fix. So we'll go direct to there. I'm also going to put my altitude down. Do that 3,000. And we're going to select this and do...
Night Rider 1, descend to 4,000 feet.
Night Rider 1, descend to 4,000 feet. So, I'm actually going to follow this. Go down to 2,500. And then, since I have that in, I'm going to click on the final approach fix. I'm going to go VNav direct. So that's going to create a new VNav profile. And I'll put it on nav mode.
Night Rider 1, turn left, heading tree 10, descend to 3,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 310, descend to 3,000 feet.
Negative, turn left, heading tree 10.
Turn left, heading 310.
Night Rider 1, 4 miles from TC0 tree I. Turn right. Heading tree for 0, maintain 2,500 feet until established. Cleared RNAV runway
Vertical
0
track.
tree.
Turn right. Heading 340, 2,500 feet, until established. Cleared RNAV runway 03, Night Rider 1.
So I just put in the direct to the final approach fix, 2,500. So the plane is turning us there. I'm also going to hit comma just to correct our QNH. So the plane is going to wiggle back and forth here a little bit until it connects to the path. And when we get to our final approach fix, I'll go ahead and
Night
select
Rider 1,
approach.
contact Cranfield Tower 1 tree for
Vertical
decimal 9
track.
tree.
Over to Tower 134.93, Night Rider 1. Cranfield Tower, Night Rider 1, RNAV runway 03.
Night Rider 1, Cranfield Tower, wind 0 for 0 at 8, runway 03 cleared to land.
Runway 03 cleared to land, Night Rider 1. So this, I think this V was for vertical paths, so, oh. And then this diamond is going to be our glide slope for the RNAV. It looks like it came in and then it left. But I'm going to go ahead and hit approach now. Oh, there we go, we've captured the glide path. Let the plane do its own thing. You can see the runway out here. I'm a little bit worried about speed. We'll see how the mess. Actually, I'm going to go manual speed. Or can I just back it off? It'll keep us on the path. But I need to lower my speed. It'll adjust the altitude. Because I need to lower my speed below 210 to get my gear down. So gear down. I just saw the FMS change to 180, so now I can go first notch of flaps. Oh, nice. So as I put the flaps down, the FMS on auto throttle adjusts on its own. So we're maintaining glide path. We are coming down to 140 knots to get our second notch of flaps down. You can see the PAPI lights, 2 whites, 2 red, showing we're on the path. 3 down, gears down. We're within that last notch of flaps arc, so we're going to go full flaps. Don't need to correct for any crosswind or gusty winds. So this is a good speed coming in. I'm gonna go
Minimums.
autopilot disconnect, and I'm in control of the plane. Pick up the nose a little bit to get down to this green dot. Stay center line. Getting a little low, so we need power. Got the runway made here, and let's go idle. They were showing a little low there at the end when I turned off the autopilot. Center line. We can get the stall. On landing, we know we are smooth.
Landing time logged.
Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Okay.
Night Rider 1, exit left at Charlie.
Exit left at Charlie, Night Rider 1. Assume this is Charlie. Yeah, that looks like Charlie to me. The brakes on this plane are awesome. Gotta be really careful not to overbrake. stop here. Put on the parking brake. Tower, Knight Rider 1, clear of runway 03 at Charlie.
Knight Rider 1, welcome to Cranfield. Stay parking or advise if need assignment.
Ramp 8 for Knight Rider 1. Did I break it? I've never actually used this function. I must have broke it. The bug I need to report. Let's taxi that way anyway. Need to figure out how to send my logs to Beyond ATC so I can help them bug fix.
Knight Rider 1, Ramp 8 taxi via Charlie, Alpha.
Ramp 8, taxi via Charlie Alpha, Knight Rider 1. So it worked. Just took him a second. Good job, Beyond ATC. Did great today. We'll get out the drone camera, take a look at this airport when we get parked as well. Exactly sure where ramp 8 is. Oh, right there. Okay. Just go ahead and pull in here. Perfect. Okay, parking brake is on. Let's go ahead and turn off the plane.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
So, got a little rep bonus, got some credits on OnAir company. Awesome. Let's stretch our legs. Take a look around. Anyone's here? That was a fantastic flight. Beyond ATC did awesome. Other than that, saying I was off course and giving me that point in the Netherlands, that was weird, but the vectors were fantastic. The plane worked out really well. The flight plan, the RNAV, everything. So that was. It's really nice when that happens. It just feels good when everything works like that. So. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll post videos every once in a while, and the goal is just to get better and better. And I am not a professional pilot. I don't know if I said that in the beginning of the video, but don't take anything to the field. Listen to your instructor and enjoy the ride. We'll catch you later.